Hello everybody, my name is Tyler Kieft. I am the Associate General Manager and a reporter at Civic Center TV, that is Comcast Channel 15 and AT&T Channel 99, and we also broadcast live on the web on civiccentertv.com. We are a service of the Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission with operations in West Bloomfield Township out of Green Media Center. We are the municipal cable television station that serves West Bloomfield Township and the cities of Kegel Harbor, Orchard Lake, and Sylvan Lake. We also operate the West Bloomfield School District's channel WBTV, as well as the Greater West Bloomfield Community Radio Station 89.3 WBLD, the all-new Lakes FM. I'd like to welcome you all to the 2019 Michigan Week Community Awards Breakfast. We ask that you silence your cell phones so as to not interrupt today's festivities. We're going to get going, and now I will introduce one of the Michigan Week Committee chairpersons, Pam Zajac, to begin today's festivities. Thank you.
Good morning, and welcome to the 47th Annual Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards Breakfast. Today, we honor and thank volunteers while building community. Irma Bombeck said it best: volunteers are the only human beings on the face of the earth who reflect this nation's compassion, unselfish caring, patience, and just plain love for one another. Jack Freed is the founding pastor of Holy Spirit Lutheran Church. Pastor Freed served as chaplain for both the West Bloomfield Fire Department and the West Bloomfield Police Department. He is a founding member of the original Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Committee. Pastor Freed is a longtime member of the Optimist Club of West Bloomfield and a beloved member of our community. Pastor Freed.
All too often these days, we hear the statement, "Please send your thoughts and prayers." And I, as a pastor, even wonder, what does that mean? Send your thoughts and prayers. So today, I'm going to ask you to help me with the prayer today. First of all, I'd like you, each at your own table, to think of something that you are thankful for. For example, I'm thankful for the young people of our community. Each one of us, as we sat down, saw a picture in front of us that had been created by a young person talking about what it's like to be in West Bloomfield. So at each table, would somebody start off and just among yourselves, just say one word of what you are thankful for, because I think you are thankful for many things. So don't be shy. Someone take the lead at your table and say one word for what you are thankful for. Okay? All right, now I would like to have the next thought, and I would like to have in mind, I'd like to have in mind a person who is on my mind. Today, on my mind is the family of Pastor Brian William, who died at an early age just a few weeks ago. And I'm thinking of Brian, I'm thinking of his wife, I'm thinking of his family, his church, and our community, and how much we miss him. Is there some person, just a name, some person on your mind today? Someone take the lead at your table and say the name of a person who's on your mind. And now I would like to have you I'd like to have you think of a concern that you have. And I guess my concern is over the unrest that is in our nation today, the divisions that are there, not just politically, religiously, whatever, but is there some concern that is on your mind? Someone take the lead at your table and just say briefly what's on your mind today. I'm thinking of a baby down at Children's Hospital who today is struggling. Is there some concern that is on your mind today? Someone take the lead. Let us pray. Lord, you've heard our thoughts. Our prayer is that you might answer our concerns. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We pray also for this gathering, the people being honored, our community, and our leaders. We send to you these thoughts and our prayers. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Freed. Would everyone please stand for the presentation of colors by the West Bloomfield Fire and West Bloomfield Police Department Honor Guard. Please remain standing for the Star-Spangled Banner sung by West Bloomfield student Kendra Williams.
Detail. Halt. Post colors. Post. Present arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order! Order! Left, face. Forward, hard.
Thank you, Kendra, for honoring us with your talent. You can be seated. Thank you. It's an honor to serve as co-chair for this fantastic celebration. Greater West Bloomfield is a kind and caring community, and nowhere is that on display more than here at our community's signature recognition event. Community members nominate other community members for all the world to see the wonderful things that have been accomplished. A dedicated group of volunteers works year-round to see that we can be here this morning. The list of committee members is on the back of your program, and they're also wearing committee badges. I want to give a special thank you to my co-chair, Carol Hack, for nurturing me through this past year. We all make a great team. While entering this beautiful club this morning, you met a few of the other members. This year's theme, Follow Our Trail, Celebrating Community Connections, honors both the original vision of Michigan Week and our community's passionate commitment to keeping this revered tradition alive. This annual breakfast spells community more than any other event that occurs throughout the year, and we can be proud to state that we have surpassed the state of Michigan in our consistent celebration of Michigan Week for the past 47 years. It all started with the state celebration and groundbreaking ceremony for construction of the Mackinac Bridge in 1954. In 1972, the superintendent of West Bloomfield School District, Dr. Anthony Witham, thought it was time to add Greater West Bloomfield to the list of communities that celebrated Michigan Week and called on government, business, and community leaders like Pastor Freed and our own Jeff Lieb. Jeff, would you stand up? To brainstorm this week-long calendar of events that would showcase the local values, talent, and excellence of our community. While the statewide celebration began to wane in 2010, West Bloomfield's event continues to grow and gain momentum with each year. In addition to our native Suwannee blue-eyed grass centerpieces, you'll notice at each of your place settings, students from Bloomfield Hills, Walled Lake, and West Bloomfield Elementary Schools have created artwork that depicts their vision of what they see on our Michigan trails. To celebrate spring in Michigan, you've all received a mixture of wildflower seeds for your gardens and a yummy package of trail mix, all compliments of our generous sponsors, English Gardens, ITC Holdings, and Great Harvest Bread Company. Please note that the trail mix contains almonds and cashews. Will each of the sponsors listed on page 11 in the program please stand so we can express our appreciation? As a token of our gratitude for our sponsors, framed certificates of appreciation are in our welcome room, and we ask that you be sure to take yours before you leave today. This event would not be possible without the support and commitment of generous sponsors. Will each of the sponsors listed on page 11 in the printed program please stand so we can express our appreciation? Today is all about thank yous. Sponsors, thank you for your generosity. Thank you more for believing in and supporting our community's Michigan Week tradition. Greko Gold sponsors, your support is indeed golden. A special shout out must go to Civic Center TV, Lakes 89.3 FM, and Motown Digital for the extraordinary tech support and extensive behind the scenes work. We sincerely appreciate everything you do. Thanks, Greater West Bloomfield Cable Communications Commission, for being such a long-time supportive partner. Bronze sponsors, we appreciate your investment in our vision of community engagement. Thank you, bronze sponsors, Optimist Club of West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake Community Church Presbyterian, Ken and Deb Macon, and Family Funeral Care. Copper sponsors, we so value your confidence in our capacity to grow the Michigan Week legacy. Thank you, Copper sponsors, Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society, Judy Garver and Hal Parrish, Marcia Gershenson, Bob and Carol Hack, Hampton Inn, Home 2 Suites, West Bloomfield, Jeremy Kaplan, Rotary Club of West Bloomfield, Marion Sodich, Walled Lake Consolidated School District, Walt and Pamela Zajac. In-kind sponsors, your creativity and care for our community truly knows no bounds. Thank you, in-kind sponsors, Bill Bertakis, Bloomfield Hills Schools, English Gardens, Great Harvest Bread Company, ITC Holdings Corp., West Bloomfield Parks, West Bloomfield School District, West Bloomfield Township Public Library. Fiscal sponsor, West Bloomfield Youth Assistance, thank you for your confidence in our stewardship. We appreciate you. Let's give them all a hand of applause. This annual breakfast would not have been possible without sustained effort of a large number of very long-time community partners. Each is listed on the front cover of your program. Where is Bloomfield Hills Schools? Where is the city of Kego Harbor? And where's Orchard Lake? Sylvan Lake? There's Sylvan. Walled Lake Schools? West Bloomfield Schools? And West Bloomfield Township? Our Michigan Week tradition always recognizes signature community milestones. Will James Jackson, Regional Director, Office of U.S. Senator Gary Peters, please come forward to assist in this milestone presentation? This year marks the 25th anniversary of United We Walk, Greater West Bloomfield's commitment to honoring the life, legacy, and leadership of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. On behalf of United We Walk, four community leaders, will accept the special recognition from Senator Peters' office. Will Dr. Gerald Hill, Superintendent of the West Bloomfield School District, Jennifer Graham, Adult Chair of United We Walk and first grade teacher at Roosevelt Elementary, Hertha Woodruff, founder of United We Walk, and Brooke Taylor, one of several United We Walk student co-chairs, please come forward. As they come forward to accept Senator Peters' congratulations, will all those who have been a member of the United We Walk Planning Committee at any time in its 25-year history please stand? United We Walk clearly embodies Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s vision of a beloved community. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Congratulations to United We Walk. Thank you. Will the Hidden Treasure honorees please proceed to the wall? They're going to the back. Yes. It's my pleasure to introduce our MC for the 47th Greater West Bloomfield Community Awards Breakfast. Jennifer Tucker is the Executive Director of West Bloomfield Parks. She came to our community in 2014 and immediately embraced our community's passion for a commitment to environmental preservation and stewardship. In addition to being committed to the Parks and Recreation Commission for over 25 years, Jennifer, her husband Aaron, and children Ella and Emmett live on an 11-acre wetland and oak upland complex which they actively conserve as a family. Her work truly embraces this year's theme, Follow Our Trail, Celebrating Community Connections. Jennifer?
Good morning. It is a pleasure to be here, and I'm very honored. On behalf of the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Commission and myself, we wish you a good morning, and we're happy to see 300 of our closest friends. That's what Greg Flynn keeps telling me. I am honored to be your guide this morning for the 47th annual Michigan Week breakfast as we follow. Thank you, Dave Scott. As we follow our trail and celebrate community connections. How's that? A little bit better? Awesome. All right. When the Michigan Week Committee asked me to be the MC for this year's function, I was really honored. I was happy to follow in the footsteps of some of my astute colleagues within West Bloomfield, Greg Flynn, Mike Patton, and also Dave Scott. I'm not nearly as good looking as them, but I'll have to do. In the proceedings, we are very happy that this community has made the environment and green space a priority and holds it in high regard and is willing to protect it. The elected West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Commission was formed in 1970 under the state legislation and given the mandate to oversee the Parks and Recreation and also West Bloomfield Township. West Bloomfield Parks is proud to hold and maintain over 580 acres of parkland, 13 parks, provides hundreds of programs and events per year and impacts thousands of lives. 64 acres of that green space is dedicated to the West Bloomfield Trail, the trail that runs nearly 7 miles through West Bloomfield Township from Sylvan Manor Park to Haggerty Road. The highly trafficked trail connects the Clinton River Trail to the east and the under construction trail, Airline Trail to the west. These 3 trails, along with dozens of others, form the Great Lake to Lake Route 1 trail that runs from Lake Michigan to Lake Huron. The 270-mile stretch of trails is nearly 70% developed in those communities, and they're working hard to fully connect the statewide trail. Without those connections, the West Bloomfield Trail would only serve a portion of its potential. That serves to be true for other areas when it comes to community connections as well. Without all of our community partners, generous volunteers, West Bloomfield Parks, along with school districts, municipalities, businesses, and nonprofit organizations would not know the success that we know today. We are stronger together than we ever could be on our own. And for that reason, I believe it is vital that we show our gratitude to the award winners that we are honoring today. Our community is richer for their time, commitment, and heart that they share with us. Every day, thousands of unsung heroes bring caring and compassion to the lives of millions. Their names are never featured in the headlines, but our world would be a much darker place without them, said by Charles Devlin. Today we recognize individuals and organizations whose values, services, leadership set them apart. In quiet or public ways, they are the people in the organizations whose volunteerism makes an exceptional difference to the entire community. To volunteer is to choose to act in recognition of a need with an attitude of social responsibility without concern for monetary profit and going beyond one's own basic obligations. To commemorate this occasion, honorees will receive a plaque, a certificate, or a medallion in recognition of their achievements. Each tribute is presented on behalf of cities of Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake Village, and West Bloomfield Township, in the school districts of Bloomfield Hills, Walled Lake, and West Bloomfield. Certificates and special recognition have been provided by Senators Gary Peters, members of Congress Brenda Lawrence, Haley Stevens, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, State Senator Jim Ronstadt, State Representatives Brenda Carter, Mari Manugan, Ryan Berman, Oakland County Clerk Lisa Brown, and Oakland County Commissioners Marsha Gershenson, Kristen Nelson, and Christine Long. The receiving line of elected officials is a long-standing Michigan Week tradition. The officials are the first to offer congratulations and continue well wishes. Those officials present or their representatives, please step forward as you're introduced to join Deb Macon, Awards Chair, in the receiving line. Representing U.S. Senator Gary Peters is James Jackson. Representing Congresswoman Lawrence is Michael McGinnis. Representing Congresswoman Stevens is Zachary Rich. State Senator Jim Ronstadt. State Representatives Brenda Carter, Mari Manugan, and Ryan Berman. Oakland County Clerk Lisa Brown. Oakland County Commissioners Marsha Gershenson and Tom Berman. City of Kego Harbor Mayor John Fletcher. City of Sylvan Lake Mayor Ryan Lorez. City of Orchard Lake Village Mayor Bruce McIntyre. Charter Township West Bloomfield Supervisor Stephen Kaplan. Bloomfield Schools Board President Paul Colin. Farmington Schools Board President Pamela Green. Walled Lake School Board President Peggy Casagrande. And West Bloomfield School Board President Stacy Brickman. West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Chairperson Sally Wenzel. West Bloomfield Township Public Library Board Vice President Carol Kravitz. Awards Committee members Karen Pushy will be assisting with the presentations. Awards Committee members Barbara Boretsky and Judy Garber will be serving as floor managers. The order of the awards presentations is listed in your programs under Hidden Treasures. Honorees, after one category has been recognized, will you please assemble at the back wall and await your turn to proceed. The Hidden Treasures Honor Roll offers businesses, schools, institutions, congregations, nonprofits, nonpartisan public agencies, an opportunity to share how they impact the community as told through the accomplishments of dedicated volunteers. Each entity was invited to honor one individual or group whose volunteerism and non-political community service makes an invaluable contribution. Our community is a better, stronger, and stronger because of their civic engagement. Each of us can look back upon someone who made a great difference in our lives. Often a teacher, volunteer, whose wisdom or simple acts of caring made an impression. In a likelihood, it was someone who sought no recognition for their deed other than the joy of knowing that by their hand, another's life had been made better. That quote was by Stephen Wolfe. This year, 3 teams of volunteers begin the Hidden Treasures Honor Roll. 10 amazing kids in charge, volunteers, have been sustaining this stellar prevention and education initiative. Every student in 1st through 5th grade each year are impacted by their work. Please come forward, Chantal Both, Marguerite DeBello, West Bloomfield, Rose Gooley, West Bloomfield, Cindy Hill, West Bloomfield, Roshonda Knox, West Bloomfield, Bet Landau, Farmington Hills, Miriam McLean, Bloomfield Township, Lenore Rosenblum, Commerce, Eleanor Square, West Bloomfield, Kristen Von Berthenol, Waterford. Congratulations, kids in charge. Nice job. West Bloomfield High School Deca, members Zachary Crawford, Abby Shell, Sarah Tomeski, please come forward. This amazing team achieved the highest honors at the state level and now advanced to complete nationally. Go Deca! Jamie Ben and Stephanie Langwell are 2 extraordinary parent leaders. They made all the difference at West Hills Middle School and West Hills PTO in the Bloomfield schools. Their inclusive leadership focused on leading by looking through an equity lens. Congratulations, Jamie and Stephanie. Skyla Denhow attends Pleasant Lake Elementary in the Walled Lake School District. She's an officer on the school lighthouse team and makes things happen in a positive way for her school. Nice job, Skyla. Diana Elin is a library support services volunteer at West Bloomfield Public Library. Her ongoing commitment helps provide thousands of new material to the community. Congratulations, Diana. Terry Etter is member of Sylvan Lake Parks and Recreation Committee for 10 years. Is a true asset to her community. Her creativity and energy fuels the success of a myriad of special events. Way to go, Parks and Recreation, Terry. Noreen Freeman, thoughtfulness, commitment, and service in leading the weekly Torah study group at Temple Israel is a tremendous asset. She writes extensive lessons, facilitates lively discussions, and inspires deep reflection. Congratulations, Noreen. Kyler Ha, West Bloomfield high school student, is a tremendous support for the Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition. He maintains and updates the website as well as support online payments and donations. Congratulations, Kyler. Rita Kaplan is the secretary of Friends of the Friends West Bloomfield Public Library. She is always ready to help above and beyond what is requested. Her outreach help former friends and volunteers stay connected. Congratulations, Rita. Patricia Klassa is an outstanding volunteer at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. She volunteers to provide education about domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking. Congratulations, Patricia. Also, congratulations to Henry Ford West Bloomfield on your 10th anniversary. Rotarian Hale Parrish can always be relied on, no matter what the assignment. He's a modest, inspirational leader. For 2 years, he has matched all contributions to the Rotary Fund's Polio Plus Fund. He eagerly serves as administrator for the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield. Congratulations, Hale. Brian Perks' dedication to Spirit of Grace Church and its mission cannot be understated. He volunteers tirelessly and energetically, driving clients to and from Open Door to receive services, and maintains the Blessing Box Food Pantry. Congratulations, Brian. Matthew Rashan, Walnut Creek Middle School, 8th grader, is a member of the National Junior Honor Society. He is a key leader in Walnut Creek's Kindness and Caring Club, which works to make children of all cultures and faiths feel welcome. Congratulations, Matthew. Debbie Robbins is Vice President of Community Service of Greater Detroit Hashiza. In the role, she organized programs on senior fraud, human trafficking, domestic violence. She is also a frequent speaker on senior issues. Thank you, Debbie. Jay Rubin is Vice President of the Interact Club, sponsored by the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield. He works on many community events, including the Purple Pinky fundraiser to raise money to eradicate polio and United We Walk. Congratulations, Jay. Romy Shabowski, when president of the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, led with distinction. Her positive attitude and eagerness to help out extends beyond the chamber to anyone in the community that has a request. Congratulations, Romy. Gordy Steele served Orchard Lake Community Church Presbyterian as elder, session clerk, usher, and various committees. Recently, he converted all lighting to energy-efficient LED, which resulted in energy efficiency and savings. Congratulations, Gordy. Duane Sonneville is an actively engaged volunteer leader in numerous organizations serving Greater West Bloomfield. She is a member of City Lake Village Planning Commission and the City Council. Congratulations, Duane. Kyrell Thread is a West Bloomfield High School student mentor at Doherty Elementary School. As an active member of Game Changers, While he is teaching younger students, he is learning too. He helps promote a passion for literacy. Congratulations, Kyrell. Sally Unrath goes beyond her supervisory position with West Bloomfield Community Education, freely teaching classes in ballet, dance, cooking, and crafts. She's a positive influence on the students and is always looking for opportunities to help students thrive. Samantha Woodrup, Keith Elementary, 5th grader, is an exemplary student. As president of the Keith Elementary Student Council, she is self-motivated, responsible, hardworking. She is also involved in service squad and safety patrol. Congratulations, Samantha. Mark Wood works behind the scenes to beautify Sylvan Lake's buildings by printing and framing and hanging city photos and maps. He's the treasurer of the Sylvan Lake Bocce Club and enjoys landscaping and maintaining the bocce courts. Congratulations, Mark. Will you please give the Greater West Bloomfield's 2019 Hidden Treasures another round of applause? Thank you for your service, and thank you more for your willing to go the extra mile. The Youth Volunteer Leadership Awards recognize those under 21 who embody voluntary personal leadership in service to their community. The youth are selected by the school superintendent or the private schools in Greater West Bloomfield, headmasters or building principals. Education is the cornerstone of our communities and our country, which was said by Bill Frist. Taylor Daugherty is 8th grade at Our Lady of Refuge and is known for accepting a challenge and succeeding by changing her mindset and being patient and persistent. She is looking forward to another successful summer as counselor in training. Taylor, congratulations on serving a successful role model and leader. A perfect GPA is just icing on the cake. Congratulations. Braden Hirsch, senior at Walled Lake Central High School, demonstrates exceptional leadership as a board member for the You Matter Week. The critical initiative calls attention to promoting positive mental health for teens. She also is a passionate volunteer at Friendship Circle. Thank you, Brandon, for serving as an exemplary role model. Congratulations. Elin Krakoff, a junior at Frankel Jewish Academy, is the president of the junior class and vice president of the American Dream Club. He leads peers in developing their capacity to explore other political viewpoints while learning to respect differing opinions. As a budding filmmaker, Elin leads his peers in producing highly entertaining, student-developed videos. Thank you, Elin, for your commitment to civic leadership. Congratulations. Grace Main is the 7th grade at West Hills Middle School. In addition to teaching lessons in character to younger elementary students, Grace mentors 5th graders. Grace tirelessly volunteers anywhere she can make a contribution, including serving as an official student ambassador and member of the student leadership team. Thank you, Grace, for your consistent and proactive leadership. Congratulations. Brooke Taylor, senior at West Bloomfield High School, was named a Coca-Cola Scholar for 2019, earning a $20,000 scholarship. A student co-chair for United We Walk, Brooke met with elected officials across Greater West Bloomfield to promote Dr. King's vision of a beloved community. Thank you, Brooke, for all your contributions. The Lifetime Leadership Awards salute individuals who are a special contribution to the community through dedicated service over a number of years. The recipients are volunteers who work to further cultural, civic, educational, or spiritual aspects of our community. These volunteers go well beyond the call of duty. Volunteers are the only human beings on the face of the earth who reflect the nation's compassion, unselfish caring, patience, and just plain love for one another, was said by Irma Bombeck. Leah Abel is a model citizen and educator who is inspired to welcome new residents into our community by building strong relationships to support Bloomfield Hills schools. She works tirelessly to see that the Newcomers program helps families connect with others and to their school. Leah, we all benefit when our new neighbors feel welcomed and included. Thank you. Mari Bem has served as a volunteer for the Pine Lake Cemetery for over 35 years. Currently, she is the trustee board member for the Pine Lake Cemetery Association. She oversees the care and maintenance of the cemetery grounds by coordinating a dedicated group of gardeners and landscape volunteers. Thank you, Mari, for your dedication to caring for the West Bloomfield's one-of-a-kind treasures for memories and history. Congratulations. Bill Burkus has spent his lifetime volunteering for the very young to those young at heart. Bill inspires the best in each of us with his stories, pictures, connections, and genuine joy he receives helping others learn, laugh, and experience optimism for themselves. Bill, we sincerely value your leadership and passion for being a friend of youth. We appreciate you. Oh, this is a good one. Mark Gargiola is an over 25-year dedicated volunteer for Lakeland Baseball. Even though his last child has been out of the league for over 10 years, Mark remains actively involved as the league's uniform director, concessions director, and umpire director, which West Bloomfield Parks has graciously benefited from also. Thank you, Mark, for your longtime commitment and active youth engagement in the recreation and athletics. Representing Pastor William Matlock is Hilda Sawicki, 47-year member of Holy Spirit Lutheran Church. Pastor Bill believes that one cannot effectively serve the community unless they are actively engaged with the community. Bill is a peacemaker who demonstrates his care and concern by doing more than showing up. He takes on a leadership role that produces results for children and their families. Thank you for your service and serving as a role model of servant leadership. Congratulations. Kelly Woodley is passionate about West Bloomfield's commitment to community education, health, and wellness. To accomplish this daunting task, she partners collaboratively with community-based organizations like West Bloomfield Parks, whose mission strengthens youth and families. So many benefit as a result of Kelly's generosity. Thank you, Kelly, for leading by example broadly across Greater West Bloomfield. We appreciate you. Oh, near and dear to my heart. Environmental Stewardship Award salutes local caretakers of our planet's natural resources. The recipients of this award routinely engage in exceptional education outreach initiatives that protect the environment. Leadership, leaders in environmental stewardship are passionate about conservation and guardianship of our land, air, and water resources. There is no power for change greater than community discovering what it cares about, said by Margaret J. The West Bloomfield High School Earth Club strives to provide renewable energy and efficiency measures so that students may be better prepared for Michigan's new energy future, with hands-on opportunities in energy auditing, measuring solar resources, designing, wiring, grant writing, and more. Earth Club members are indeed well prepared. Earth Club, thank you for your passion and creativity. Robert Mueller has been in love with maps since he was a young boy. When the Royal Oak Nature Society wanted to understand what the forest was like before man settled here, he was the person for the job. His hand-drawn maps of the community are on display at the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. Thank you, Bob, for helping us learn about our local environmental history. Thank you very much. Philip Thomas has volunteered to control the weeds in Sylvan Lake and Otter Lake for over 25 years. Additionally, he is actively involved with the Department of Natural Resources, assisting with wildlife management programs. The quality of our lake environment is better because of Philip's stewardship. Thank you so much. As an integral part of our community celebration are the award presentations by organizations that share in the Michigan Week's vision as our engaged community. These organizations are colleagues in service: the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, the Optimist Club, and the Rotary Club. Paid on your printed program lists the special recognitions. Volunteerism is the voice of the people put into action. These actions shape and mold the present into the future of which we can all be proud, said by Helen Dyer. Will Susan Levine, Executive Director of the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, please join the receiving line to present the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber Volunteer Leadership Award. All right. All right. Stacy Zadovich is not only an exemplary member of the Chamber, she's an exemplary member of the community. As president of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, she leads by example, always putting others' wants and needs ahead of her own. She has an aptitude for mentoring, inspiring, and encouraging everyone, no matter what their age. And I see her everywhere. Thank you, Stacy, for your positivity, passion, for putting our community leadership. Kudos. Thank you, Suzanne. The Chamber plays a very important part in strengthening the vitality of Greater West Bloomfield. Will where'd Bill go? Bill Burkus, President of Optimist Club of Kego Harbor, join, I guess we're doing some selfies, Bill. Got it? All right. All right. Will all Optimist Club members proudly stand for each of the scholarship presentations? Joanne Andres and Ledge Tomlinson are beloved leaders within the community, and scholarships in their name further their legacy. The first two scholarships are presented to accomplished students at West Bloomfield High School. Each models the virtues and values of the community leaders for whom the scholarships are named. Congratulations, Lily McBee, recipient of the Optimist Club of Kego Harbor, Joanne Andres Scholarship. Congratulations, Jake Facca, recipient of the Optimist Club of Kego Harbor, Ledge Tomlinson Scholarship. Lily and Jake, all of us wish you the very best as you enter your next chapter. Thank you, Bill, and for the selfies. Thank you, Optimist Club of Kego Harbor. We all benefit when youth know that there are adults, allies, who they can rely on. Will Sherry Van Fleet, President of Optimist Club of West Bloomfield, join the receiving line to present Optimist Club of West Bloomfield Honor Scholarship. Optimist Club of West Bloomfield sets a very high expectation for success and is pleased to present its honored scholarship to Shelby Smith, West Bloomfield High School. Congratulations, Shelby. You too have a community of allies who know you will succeed. Thank you, Sherry. West Bloomfield Optimist Club, your legacy influencing optimism, international to adopt the motto, Friend of Youth, shines a bright light on all those who invest the future of young people. Will Cynthia Hill, President of the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield, please come forward to the receiving line? The Rotary Club presents the Strive Scholarship to two West Bloomfield High School students. The Rotary Strive students take part in a rigorous academic mentoring program led by members of the Rotary. Strive stands for students taking renewed interest in the value of education. Rotary clubs partner with the high school to motivate students to improve their school performance during their senior year. Congratulations, Peyton McNeary and Brandon Becks. Due to a school conflict, Brandon is unable to be present. The two of you will succeed because caring, supportive adults demonstrate how much they believe in you. Congratulations, Peyton and Brandon. One more round of applause for both the Chamber honoree and all scholarship winners. One great, strong, unselfish soul in every community can actually redeem the world, said by Albert Hubbard. It has been our tradition to conclude the awards ceremony with a presentation of the Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award. These individuals who have been honored with the Greko Award and members of the groups that have previously received the Greko Award are invited to stand during this presentation. Please don't be shy. I know there's lots of you here today. The following individuals have modeled the highest level of service to our community and are asked to please stand and remain standing when your name is called. Clara Bohr, Al Dickin, Dr. Paul Lipson, Dr. James Geisler, Cameron Thomas Shaw, Dr. Gary Faber, Jeffrey Stewart, Deborah Macon, okay, Dr. Joanne Andres, Carol Hack, Mark Ziegler, Judith Scott, Dr. Mona Hana Itasha, Nancy Van Leeuwen. Remain standing, please. The following organizations have fully embraced and supported youth as part of their mission of service. Will any members present from these highly motivated organizations, which have been honored to receive the Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award winners as a group, please stand and remain standing? Oakland Early College, E.L. Johnson Nature Center and Friends of the Nature Center, administrative team of the West Bloomfield Schools, West Bloomfield High School, teachers, staff, mentor program. All right. She said Good Works Committee of Franklin Jewish Academy, Kego Harbor Optimist Club. Yeah, there we go. West Bloomfield Township Public Library. Friendship Circle, West Bloomfield. West Bloomfield Optimist Club. West Bloomfield Youth Assistance. Greater West Bloomfield Community Coalition for Youth. West Bloomfield High School Medical Mentor Program. Laker Academy, West Bloomfield School District. In 2002, the Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Committee instituted an award to perpetually honor one of the community's great heroes for youth. A man whose focus on how will it impact the child so permeated his thinking that it will only be fitting to create a new method of honoring those who go well above and beyond the call of duty in their love, care, and concern for their advocacy for our community's youth. If I must err, let me err on the side of the child, was one of our late superintendent's mottos. The Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award will be presented for unerring, uncompromising, and unrestrained support of our youth. The recipient of the 2019 Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award presented to a group is very well known across the entire community. When members of this volunteer nonprofit organization take on an initiative, there is no letting go. Since 1980, well over 10,000 school children across the region have benefited from their dedicated, passionate leadership and instruction. Also known for their capacity to work collaboratively with multiple community partners and peer societies. This organization is best known for hosting annual tours of Apple Island. I wanted to clap too, Deb. It's our pleasure to introduce the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society as the 2019 recipient of the Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award for a group. Congratulations. Will Gina Gregory, President of the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society, please come forward? Well, yeah. Gina, we hear that you might have some awesome news to share. If you would like to say a few words.
I'd like all the board members to come up and the committee chairs. Duane, Christian, come on up. Christy, come on up. It takes a group. I'm pretty busy, but it takes a group, and we couldn't be here without all of them. By understanding our past, we share information, activities, and stories, and build a connection to the next generations. And we enrich all of our lives. In the Greater West Bloomfield area, we're fortunate to have an interesting history to share with students of all ages, which developed from our geographic features that Bob Beller has been pointing out. You probably know that we have 25 lakes in the area. You may not know it's a geological rarity to have an inland lake the size of Orchard Lake with an island as large as Apple Island, 35 acres. Lastly, Orchard Lake is near the headwaters of 3 watersheds, the Clinton, the Huron, and the River Rouge. Archaeologists find evidence that long ago, Apple Island was a well-known meeting location and that it's always been a place to enjoy recreation. These findings are valued nationally, and Apple Island is listed as a historic archaeological site on the National Register of Historic Places. Woohoo! So in your program, you'll see on the last page that we're having a celebration June 7th, and we're inviting all the community. We've invited 100 of our closest friends and buddies to come, and it's certainly all the rest of the community as well. The next days, we're having our Apple Island tours, and I encourage all of you to come. And lastly, I'd like to encourage all of you to become a member. We're a nonprofit group with no funding outside of donations, and we'd like to do more, and we can only do that with community support. So thank you, and also thank you for the recognition. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gina, for a little break there. Appreciate it. Just a little bit of keeping shop. We need a red handicap accessible van moved because it is in the way of someone that needs to leave quickly. Okay. All right, moving on. Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award for an individual this year goes to an individual that keeps the welfare of children center stage. The champion of youth takes a very active, hands-on role in developing strong character in young people that she teaches. As a coach, modeling hard work, responsibility, and discipline are truly second nature. This passionate this passionate professional is an untiring proponent of community education and its philosophy of lifelong learning. Recently, she was inducted as the 7th coach into the Laker Coaches Hall of Fame. Please join in congratulating the 2019 recipient of the Dr. Seymour Greko Youth Advocate Award to Sally Unruh, Coordinator of Enrichment and Recreation for the West Bloomfield School District and West Bloomfield High School pom coach. Yes, and Sally had to be made a hidden treasure to get her here. Speed up. Okay. Sally will, there she is. Come forward. In case you didn't hear me, Sally had to be made a hidden treasure just to get her here this morning. So that is the kind of not in the limelight type of volunteer and advocate for youth that Sally is. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Just a few. I'm very honored to receive this award and very grateful for the recognition. Everything I do for the kids, from teaching ballet to preschoolers, all the way to coaching the girls at the high school. So it's in my blood and something that will be with me forever. Thank you.
Hit close to home. Okay. It has been my pleasure to emcee the 47th annual Michigan Week Breakfast. I bring you warm wishes from the men and women from West Bloomfield Parks, and we are proud to work in a community that values environment and takes the time to honor the real heroes in our volunteer community. As my last official act this morning, it is to thank our VIP receiving line. Is everybody, all right, everybody's still standing. Good job. Thank you so much, and please take a well-deserved break. We so appreciate your presence today. Haven't they been awesome, everyone? It is now my pleasure to introduce Michigan Week Awards Chair, and this woman works so hard, Deb Macon, to offer a few closing remarks. Deb.
Thank you, Jennifer. Didn't she do a great job? 47 years ago, Michigan Week was created to accomplish 3 things. First, to encourage greater knowledge, awareness, and appreciation of Greater West Bloomfield and Michigan history. Second, tell everyone about Greater West Bloomfield's and Michigan's advantages. And third, bring together the people, the neighborhoods of Greater West Bloomfield to foster a spirit of cooperation that will make this a better place to live, work, and raise a family. How did we do? The Michigan Week Committee has plenty of fun all year round planning this event, and I do mean all year. will you consider joining us? How would you like to help out? What new thoughts might you have that would make this, dare I say, bigger? Please send the committee a note, and you may send this two ways. One, send us a note through our website in the contact tab at michiganweek.org, or email us at michiganweekbreakfast@gmail.com. We would really love to hear from you. And if you wish, give any member of the committee wearing our official committee button your business card. This is all about thank yous, and there are still a few more to go. Thank you, Civic Center TV, for absolutely everything you're doing. Everything. Thank you, gold, bronze, and copper, and in-kind sponsors. Without your support, we would not be able to produce this annual event. Mary Halali, you are truly a magician. Thank you for the gorgeous program design. Isn't it fantastic? And who among us in the room today submitted a nomination or an enrollment for anyone who is recognized today? Stand up now. Anyone, stand up. Thank you, thank you. It's so important that you are willing to see the light being shined very brightly by a colleague of yours. And in the spirit of community, there is an event coming up yet this weekend. Won't you participate in the annual Letter Carriers Food Drive? It is actually on Saturday, May 11th, tomorrow. So please put a bag of non-perishable food by your mailbox, and the letter carriers will commit to making sure that local families will be able to benefit from that. That would be one more opportunity. And by the way, in the spirit of working to reach beloved community as established by our colleagues at United We Walk, we also wish to ask you, mark your calendar for May 15th, 2020, so that we can celebrate together again. And we've already booked Handelman Hall at JCC just for that occasion. In 2020, there will be one more rather significant milestone. How about the 200th birthday of Oakland County? I'm confident we will have lots of celebration at that one. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for helping to carry on this beloved community tradition. And lastly, we say thanks again to our partner at English Gardens. And English Gardens made sure that we would have the absolutely appropriate native plant for the table this morning. And in the spirit of Follow Our Trail, will the person whose birthday is closest to June 1, National Trails Day, take home the gift of the gorgeous centerpiece? And with that, we say, won't you have a wonderful Michigan morn? Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. Thank you.